Hey, look, we're back. When we last left off, we had decided to start cleaning up some of these extra side quests that I didn't have time to get to beforehand, that I'm gonna get to now. Alright. I got a new treasure for Norris. So we're good to go. Yes, let's return to town.
Okay then.
Let's leave.
Right?
I cannot wait to get the ability that says you get to do night activities after going into the dungeon. Who's gonna have it? Back in the Brohaven Tavern.
Now then.
The Valmo is no more, thanks to us. All that's left now is to report it to the recruitment center. It will be a first-rate source of protein, if not for its aggression. Nevertheless, the locals should be pleased that we put an end to it. Will you please fight just one monster that she won't try to eat? Well, you keep your... Let's go give our report on that bounty when we have the time.
Luis's.
There's time until the soiree. Sure, but we need to secure our route.
Let's make it happen.
Right. The Prince's fate is riding on us. We should make sure that our archetypes are ready for it.
Now then.
I suppose I'll have to turn in for the night once we finish our plates. I say we finish the rest. Say we earn our rest for the day. Good job. Alright, something going on in the video game industry.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nothing really comes to mind at the moment. I'll probably think of something later. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
It's really coming down. Oi there! All right then. Go.
I might go talk to Fabienne and Maria, maybe? We'll see.
Ah, capital. Everyone's here. Now then.
This is...
But wait,
I'll run into them.
here's where we are now. Which one?
Queen of
Let's
Cuisine.
see.
What lurks below?
Here's where we are now. Here's where we are now.
Calling for a breather, are we? That's where you want to go?
Goblets. What are my requests I have already? So, tomb. Also in the tomb. Get the deed. Chalice of Legends, no idea where it is. So for these ones, yeah, for these ones, I think I kind of want to save until I get information from the informant on Idol's Day.
Well then.
So in that case, let's just
All right,
head
then.
for...
Where to?
Let's go.
here. Yeah. So Idol's Day, we're gonna go get our information and see all what the informant has to give me about how we can fight these guys. Then we'll go do the quest lines. But right now, let's just keep leveling up our...
That's what it's come to. I can't believe it.
Oh, whoops. Once I go outside again because the kindergarten got caught. I went to the back alley to see cows, but I saw a fairy instead. Everyone's calling me a liar, but you believe me, don't you? Talking about me? No, not too many fairies I know who hang around with cows.
Can't believe it.
Oh. Still can't believe it. The kidnappers were going on inside the Kurgant castle, so Joanne was the culprit, and she was executed straight away in Brilhaven. Everyone was so confused, and the anger hasn't even hit him yet. What's going on happened to Martyria? I don't know. Be ashamed if this was the end of it, though. It won't be.
Closure, oh closure.
Take a look.
You You've done well for someone so young. Not a lot of folks are capable of taking something like that down. Thanks to you, the miners can get back to work. Here's your reward.
We did it. All right.
More courage. I need to work my imagination and eloquence, though. Nice.
Well done.
Come back and see me. Do I have any more? Nothing new.
Closeray, oh closeray.
So foolish it
More
arouses
little
great
candidates
pity.
Those clever little candidates are gone. End of the day. Zedebeck's Ford is the one fit to be king. You say that, but I reckon it's more complicated. What Ford did to Lady Joanne? Calm yourself. Think about Lady Joanne for a moment. Wouldn't you say she did it is beyond forgiveness? It really is, to be honest.
Beg pardon.
Oi!
You see the king's face in the Grand Trad. All that about the royal palace flying up in the air, you couldn't make this up. It reminds me, have you heard of the vestiges of the hero kings? The landscapes where mighty kings left behind some trace of themselves. They're all over the country. If you're traveling, you're bound to see them. I've only seen one, but I'll tell you, I was flabbergasted. Man, I'm pretty sure we already talked to that fairy, but we'll go check again, because why not, right?
I'm just incredulous.
But that's...
The mastermind of the horrid incidents was the Sanctoris. Isn't that just the worst outcome imaginable? But I've heard that you donated the bereaved families. You don't feel even a little trade showing compassion for this wretched town? No? Why? What the hell? The rich leave collection kid Katharina, the nation's greatest bounty hunter. She's going to put bounties on the rich and then take their money. She's a skilled bounty hunter, but this seems off. First of all, isn't there a better way to go about this? Not that she's taking suggestions. Oh!
Huh? But that's...
Come on.
Why is there such a there we go.
I guess it's
What's
over
with her?
then.
Was it a human? That makes me more frightened. I was happier not knowing. Why did you?
Be forgiving that anytime
I might
soon.
use some veggies for something different for you today. My cooking isn't much for entertaining. Ooh, please use those veggies I gave you for yourself on your own home cooking meals. Much appreciated.
Proper aces. Wonderful.
What?
I heard the Man-Eater Grotto, southeast of town. The names were posted right, but I heard a whole bunch of people who went there are missing. Think they got eaten? Tell me more. More? I don't know anymore. I'm just a fruit seller with time to kill, mate. I mean, I don't actually care about it in any way. Maybe ask an inform if you want to know more. I mean, fair enough. Exhibitions, all anyone could talk about around town. No wonder Barden was so downcast when he left. Betrayed by the lady and her flunkies, a real slap in the face for him giving his all of this town. Mind ye, I'm not saying he's wrong, nor you. This town indebted to everyone who stopped those kidnappings.
You.
Hang on.
Still not on
Isn't
there
that...
yet. The bigger candidates' faces on the rock, the better qualified they are. Forden is first, Louis second. It's just me. Or has the gap widened a little bit? Godot's back in third place. Maybe it's because of the interesting fervor over sanctism. I'm sure your name is going around thanks to everyone you've done, so hopefully you'll first join there soon. Well, I suppose it all depends on how Louis shows up from here on out. Can't let our guard down yet. Free mag.
Yep.
Let's go with Marie. Actually, nah, fuck, we'll go with Maria.
You...
Give a moment. There's something I want to talk to you about. Smart Maria. Please go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry, I know you must be busy. I will always make time for a child in need.
You...
Come now, cut and ask. Did you say anything to Maria?
That's kind of...
Your last words. She's acting rather odd. She insists on helping me with anything and everything, no matter what. I may have an idea.
About that.
Oh.
I'm happy that she wants to help me out, but at times it feels like she's desperate to find something to do. Little wretch, look what you've done. Oh, nope.
Wait.
Sir, why are you raising your voice at a child? Stand brat, spit my drink down my leg. That's your idea of service, Fabienne?
I'm sorry.
Well,
Your britches on, what as they are. Leave them at the door later for cleaning. I'll get you another drink on the house. Apologies, but could you take Maria upstairs? You're getting mad at a child for spilling drink on you? Come on, man. You're an adult. Act like it.
I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
By
Miss
the
Fabienne
way,
was busy talking to you, so I thought I could help out taking care of that customer. I just want to show Miss Fabienne that I can carry both the food and drinks now. Do you think Miss Fabienne will get rid of me? She would never abandon you. She wants you to stay here. But Papa did. He left me all alone. Oh my God.
Maria.
May I come in?
It's all right.
Come now, wipe those tears. The scary customer's already left. Everything's just fine now. Miss Fabienne. I
I'm
promise to be
sorry.
good. Oh my God. Oh, it hurts.
Maria.
Is that what you've been thinking this whole time? Of course you can stay here. You needn't worry about earning your keep either, you silly girl, because this is your home. Maria, I may not be your mother by blood, but God rest her soul. But nonetheless, you are still my most precious treasure, my family. I consider you my daughter. Miss Fabienne.
Okay?
Now listen here, your papa never abandoned you. He did everything he did because he truly deep down cared for you. He worked to protect everyone above all else. That he did, and even if you can't see him anymore, I know without a doubt he's watching over all of us. All he ever did was ask about you. He regretted every moment he had to spend away from you, and it would have made him so happy to see you grow up. But more than anything, he wanted to give you the world where you could smile and laugh with a whole heart. You helped your papa too by giving him the strength to keep going.
Me too.
I feel the same way as he did, Maria. If you're with me, I can weather any storm.
That's why.
This place is your home and always will be. Rest assured, my dear girl, we have plenty of days filled with smiles and laughter
It's
ahead of
all
us.
right.
You can come to me with anything. The things that make you happy or sad, or if you just want to talk about your papa, I'll always be here.
Okay. Yeah. Mister.
Oh! Thank you so much, mister. I'm glad I'm home. I'm with my family. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm going to cry. Oh my Lord.
It's okay. I can really stay.
Oh! Increased post-battle EXP. I didn't see that part. And time will not elapse while cooking in the runner's kitchen. Glad I came to help you. Would you mind checking in with Maria from time to time to see how she's doing for me? Of course. Alright, about that scary customer before. He was only in a bad mood because he recently lost his job and he got into a row with his wife. He thought about what he said before he went home and was sorry for yelling at you like that. There we go. Okay, fair enough, I suppose. Said he wanted to apologize to you himself, Maria.
I see.
Okay, I think I get it now. You have to say what you mean out loud or else no one will know. That means there's more that I can do. Now, my little treasure, go and wash up. And before bed, how about you help me taste test some new dishes?
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss. Mister, thank you for everything today. See you later. I said goodbye to Maria and Fabienne and returned to the group. Now it's storming. Oh no, it was storming. There are more people in Luis's Gauntlet Runner at night, so you need to sneak in during the day. Make sure to secure an infiltration route. Yeah, I know.
What to pick?
How's that request of mine coming along,
I'm just
Oh, hey!
Oh, grand.
Well, well.
You're here to listen to music too. Kind of puts their mind to ease, doesn't it? True, maybe it does because I've been so tense lately, but the music is really soothing, right? I need to spend another fairy to see where I was coming from. The other fairies around here have kind of lost the plot, so it's nice meeting someone I can actually hold a conversation with. Really? Back at the Hidden Village, everyone seemed to get along pretty well. That's so. Well, you said you were tired, so I won't keep blabbing at you. They play music a lot here, though, so come rest your weary soul anytime.
Oh, grand.
Young man, hey!
Hey!
Then...
Sure.
Pleased to hear that.
Oh? Chichia? Oh, sorry, I'm not sure why I'm not reading. A stone stairway rises above the veil, offering a gallery of vistas from which the town's simple scenery can be
Let
seen.
me perform
And of course,
for
the lonely
you.
grandeur of his whole castle reaching far into the sky. Now listen to my song. Ooh. I like that.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, mister.
One supper, I'm hungry. Is it ready yet? Is it ready? Is it ready? Is it ready? Hush, hush, child. You'll be quiet or Gaborn will come along and gobble you up.
Hey, listen. Excuse me.
It's all exhibition all the time with it a lot. Taverns been chock full of irritating blokes lately. They don't know the first thing about courtesy. And that candidate Loveless, so impudent.
Hey, listen.
I love it.
I shudder to think call myself that man's underling. You gain no mobility, but at what cost? I want to end this as quickly as
I
we can.
love it.
Hey, listen. Huh?
Young lad, is something you need? What's the signature dish here? That's an easy one. Fish. In Brewhaven, we found the most creative ways to eat them. You boil them, fry them, even eat them raw. It doesn't hurt me none that they go great with ale and spirits. That said, some travelers get a bit too brave, and they tend to overeat and often make themselves sick. Not unlike the red-haired companion who shoveling them down her gullet. I'll keep an eye on her if I were you. Is she in here somewhere? No, doesn't seem like it.
All right then.
Huh?
Tell me about the city. Brewhaven, let's see here. That's a tough one, because I could talk your ear off about this place. Or maybe you've referred to it as a city of commerce. There's also a holiday called Forgiveness Day where all the stores offer discounts. The tradition originated here in Brewhaven, don't you know? Something about tax selection during a bad rainy season. I forget the details. All that aside, the city provides many forms of entertainment, whether that be gambling or the Coliseum. I know you candidates are just visiting, so I say take in the city while you can.
Huh?
Let's see, yes, well-known candidates and notable sponsors have started coming in here. The tavern's always buzzing with talk about the next king. Ale and politics are really a good mix, and there's trouble sometimes. Ain't that the truth? But you know it's a big deal when even the drunkards are speaking up for their country. So in its own way, I think it's interesting. I'm sure you have your own share of burdens with it, but your best is all anyone can ask for.
All right then.
So here's a question. Wasn't there like a place I could shop during the night or something? Whatever. Norris, Alonzo, Brigitte. Let's go with Norris. Right? Yeah, let's go with Norris. Where the hell am I? Oh, there I am.
Hello.
I'll take a breather, are you? Say, how's the search going in regards to the lost relics?
That's...
We found a strange piece of giant that gives me the feeling of a relic.
Oh.
You intrigue me strangely, little girls. Let me take a look, would you? Here you go. Would you look at that? Surely this appears to be a natural object. Oh, and this one's a bit of a trick. You gotta follow the right steps to
No
open it.
way!
Wait, there's something inside? Little tuck here, and there we are. It opened up.
Ta-da!
Take a look, a lost relic. I can't believe it turned out to be a proper piece of treasure.
What?
You mean it's real? You just sort of stumbled across it. I wonder if the mechanism is the same as the old Codus.
Oh,
Aha!
Eureka!
Our greatest invention yet. A work of genius made manifest. Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
Oh, cool. 10 hero
Even
incense.
so.
To say, finding these one after another is something else. I wonder if all this is a elaborate prank, but the old geezer was really onto something. Do you really mislead
What?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. He said it was his genuine article, but so was my gullibility.
Goodness.
I'll never forget the night of my birthday. He brought me a book, called it his gift, a downright horrifying tome titled Lamentation of the Underworld or some such. He'd taken the liberty of reading it aloud when suddenly the lights went out. In the dark, he threw out on a monster costume and started chasing me around. Damn, don't go. It's his fault that bright, young-eyed Norris grew in such a delicate and sensitive wallflower. I mean, just look at me. I don't see it.
Rather.
Anyhow, this is just one part of a greater whole. The more intricate bits here, I bet my feathers that made them to interlock with a partner piece. So So if we collect them all, it'll form something? Likely so. That's what the Codger said anyways, though I haven't had any idea what it makes. And if he was right, I'd support an ancient civilization. One piece of superlative device that generates an immense limitless power. Wait, limitless? How's that possible? Not even the Ignitus can do that, can they?
Yeah.
That, my girl, is something we can only find out once we've seen the finished product. So please let me find them. Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
That's the spirit. I'm counting on you. Something tells me we'll have to gather up the whole lot for this.
Whoa.
Admit it. It looks like junk to me. I've been a connoisseur of junk since I was a sprout, I have you know.
Hey,
What were you like as a child? Oh, I was an adorable, well-behaved boy with a prominent family. One day, the old codger, who wasn't quite so old, beckoned me over with a finger of fate. Curiosity got the better of me. I saw he was holding a fossil, caked in mud, alongside other bibbits and bobbits I couldn't begin to fathom. I forgot to cook. Next thing I know, I'm sneaking out of the house to dig for fossils on the cliffside with that gatherer. Naturally, my parents discovered this and had me grounded, but I couldn't let that deter me. One day, I dug through the dirt, picked up something that was clearly not a fossil at all. I read every technical book under the sun, and whatever this was eluded me.
However,
Although I did find a technical manual on the Gauntlet Runners in my mad academic sprint, got a bit invested and suddenly I was an engineer.
That's...
Perhaps so, old thing. Everything did seem to start there. It's how I came to be the man I am today. To chase the unknown, to escape tedium. That's just the course of my mind tends to chart.
thank you.
The decision to travel with you a lot, collecting relics, that too was a result of letting the heart do as it pleases. Gunner is now cheaper to unlock.
We're in this journey together.
Oh, no.
What?
At the start of battle on the Gauntlet Runner deck, enemies take damage. Cool.
Speaking of,
Ah, yes, about the next relic. I found a clue in the old man's journal. I've written it down in my notebook. Should you be surrounded somewhere, give it a gander.
Right
if you will.
then.
I'll be sure all ship shape and ready to go. I'm counting on you to search for another relic for me. I'll be waiting, lad.
This one's important.
Notebook keeps on a pillar in the engine room with my search.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis's.
The day of this war is approaching. We need to secure the infrastructure route to Luis's quarters before then. We'll claim the formula without raising suspicion, and at long last, we'll finally have the means to break the princess'
let's
curse.
make it happen.
Princess' fate is in our hands. This plan is risky, but we had to see it
True.
through. 18 days to Luis's soiree. Let us proceed with the utmost caution.
Did you know?
Edwin Mars Forgiveness Day. Where stores throughout the city have the biggest sales of the year. I can't wait. Perhaps the captain will lend me his strength. Day after tomorrow.
What now?
So I should wait for this day. Big bargain day. Big bargain day. Well, I can get my information at the very least.
Well met, eh?
Let's see, where's that informant at? Probably in here.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
wanting on this.
We received an invite from Kadaris. Nice work. Alright, anything you want to know, just ask.
Fancy a bit of info?
Man named Sergeant Xanath along Luis's borders. He's the officer in charge of the Kadarius crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Oh, that's the important looking guy we saw at the Chadarius the other day. What an acquaintance of yours? You might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds strength is just as his creed. I hear he is the one of the competitors in the
Just
Coliseum,
between
too.
us.
He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak to burn and poison. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure paralysis stun will work too. But Luis values power, so while that old battle axe might have some weakness, if Luis trusts him, you can bet he's strong as blazes. Status ailments for him, got it. AK, I should switch to Gunner there.
Cheers.
You know a village named Indudo, a little ways up north from here? It might look abandoned at first glance, but there's still some shopping to be done there. But again, they sell mostly rubbish like rusty weapons and armor. Maybe if you polish them up, you'll find some rare treasures. They also sell Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb. It's a bath salt, mellow milk, as well as toothbrushes, their specialty. And that's all about I can think of. Stop by if you're hailing that direction.
Cheers.
There's a lot of shops in Brohaven dealing in rare ingredients. There's even stands selling meat harvested from monsters and such. Other than that, there's the butcher who sells marbled bluefin tuna and briny salt from the water shop. The only specialty good you can get from the village nearby is mellow milk. That's rare, depends on the person, I suppose. You cook, do you? I respect that there's more to you than strength. That reminds me, the younger of the Magnus brothers is cooking. I've said too much, forget it.
Want in on this?
The Tomb of Lent, eh? Of course I can tell you about it. The bounty's called Fatalich. People say it's a ghost. Scary enough than its own, but the real horror is how it summons a two-headed beast called Chimenza.
Just between us.
It's not just fighting two enemies at once that's a problem. When Chimenza's around, Fatalich's attacks get stronger. He uses powerful dark magic, so I've heard from a bounty hunter who nearly escaped it from it with his life. You better either prepare ways to protect against magic or use Chimenza's weakness to take it out quick. As you might expect, seeing as it is a ghost, Fatalich is weak to light. Couldn't hurt to keep that handy.
No kidding.
So there's got Tauros over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up its power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. That's about it. Okay.
Want in on this?
Guessing you're going after the Draco Thistleberry. The Kokasados, that lord over there area, loves them too, so be careful. The Kokasados unleash terrifying attacks if it sees an opening. Might even kill you instantly. I remember having magic that hardens your defenses, and I hear it's weak to projectiles, so having those wouldn't hurt
Just
neither.
between us.
Got it.
Thank you. Shoot it with a gun. Got it. Security guard Salva.
Fancy a bit of
Salva, you
info?
say. He's the Kadarius Guardcat chief. Got some business with him? He's not someone you have an opportunity to meet with often. His job is patrol, and the Chardarius on the lookout for intruders. The chief of security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luis's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. It won't be easy to guard
Just
against
between
that.
us.
Very weak to projectiles and lances, though. Maybe his reaction time's slow. What with wearing that big old helmet and all. That's about it. Remember, on the off chance you find yourself
I
against him.
guess so.
All right, don't come at him with all we got. We're in trouble. We need to be confident and ready to fight. And almighty magic, right? I was wondering when we get to almighty magic. Starboard corridor.
Fancy a bit of info?
Go for it. I mean, maintenance chief Seba. He's in charge of the starboard corridor. Can't take a joke, so I never get along with him. He's as strong as you expect, considering the authority he's been. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. As you guess, you can try to physically attack him, it'll bounce right back. The more you put into it, the more
Just
it'll end up
between
hurting.
us.
That said, his barrier doesn't repair magic, but magic isn't especially effective from what I hear. To win, you'll need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having them bounce right back at you. As I expect, you'll end up fighting him.
Let's see.
That sounds like a massive pain. If we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. And he uses magic that repels physical attacks. We'll want to find some way to dispel that too.
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Gelcom is in charge of the port corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that, though I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular, as I said, quite mad. He's always yelling at it like a madman, swinging his axe all around him. You'll want to watch out for that, or he'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth
Just
checking
between
out.
us.
All the blood rushes to his head. He falls for being provoked really easily, though. If you bring someone who can act as a decoy along, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him, but if you do, keep that in
I
mind.
guess so.
And last but not least, Bridge Junior Devotee Cabin.
Fancy a bit of info?
The Kadarius helmsman Cabio is stationed on the bridge. He's a firm supporter of Lady Juno. To that, what I say, I know how you feel. She acts so sweet and has a lovely voice. Oh, I swoon over here. Some almost think she was a goddess.
on.
I'm not paying for that. What's his fighting style? Planning on sparring with him? Well, he's the only one of Luis's granted permission of being the helmsman amongst his minions. So you can bet he's a
Just
strong
between
one.
us.
Having said that, he's weak to electric. I hear he had a traumatic experience in a storm once. Oh, I'm gonna use trauma. Rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he even turns steering over to a second command. Pretty solid
Thanks.
evidence, right? Because we better prepare for some electric magic then. But if he's one of Luis's hand-picked officers, it might be a tough fight no matter what. Alright.
Hey, listen.
I'm just incredulous.
Okay.
Wonderful. Oh, this blooming heat.
Lovely.
Did I miss a
All right,
pathway? I feel like I missed a pathway. So there's the arena. Oh, right. That's what I want to talk about in the video game industry. Switch 2 has now been officially announced, even though we've all known for literal years now. It's like one of the worst kept secrets ever. I just hope it functions better than Switch 1.
Let's go.
Yeah?
Oh, this blooming proper aces.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
Is there anything else?
Hit. Proper aces. Hey, you.
You there.
Yes, please.
Pete,
let's see.
We'll face danger here.
2 days to get there.
Here's where we are now. Nice little village. This place. Here's where
Okay,
we
so the
are
best
now.
bet's gonna be actually
and
to
right
go
there's
here.
a labyrinth.
Yeah, we'll go to
can
Garcia
see it.
Forest. Because I don't want to fight anything in Storm.
Well met, eh?
Yeah, what does this way lead to? Did I ever get to the Merchant's Bazaar last time? I didn't. Okay, I'm not crazy. Oh, there's a fairy here.
You there.
I already told you, no more handouts. I got a business to run. Why not? I'm not giving... Oh, it's not like giving one more away free is going to kill you. Keeping all those yummy-looking things to yourselves, it just isn't fair. You said the exact same thing last time. I already give you plenty. Now shoot. I won't be bullied to give you a single more thing. Cheapskate, jerk, stupid face. Swear, there's no understanding fairies. You think all fairies are like that, I might be in trouble.
what's this?
Greetings.
Well, welcome, your young customer. There's quite a sword on your belt. We pride ourselves on the career of one of the finest apparel for the Navy, as well as local sailors. This is the clothing. We also serve a variety of useful accessories. Oceania is not just for fishmongers, you know. Imports and maritime trade are key to the business there for parts. Let me find something that's absolutely perfect for you, dear. What do you think? Since it's Idol's Day, how about a rider's anklet? My dear customer, do you believe in dragons? This is an old-fashioned... Yeah, sure,
Can we
Fluffy.
talk?
You live it to his name, sure. Bet to you, excellent judgment. It looks fantastic on you. Every day of the week, I'll be waiting with a new item just perfect for you.
What now?
Where is it? Did I skip over it? Whatever.
Stay there.
I'm in trouble
I
now.
know my clown's expecting delivery soon, and those full horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. Hey, what do you got hollering at like that? Oh, a simple craftsman who takes pride in my exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transform them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to a level where those middling horns can't withstand the intricate levels of detail that I try to grace with them. They fall apart as I'm
yeah?
working. It's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant called Orgras, whose horns surpass all others. But that tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a known person
I'm
to
in
retrieve.
trouble now.
Well, I think that task can only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of... I'll do it. How can it be? Now that I look at you better, it's you. You're the young candidate that everyone's talking about. Yes, of course, you can save me in my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? Obviously, recognize you right away. Whatever. You're gonna give us the award for this, right? Of course, of course. My pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of art. Like I mentioned, you'll find Ogras within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower,
Please?
north of town. All right,
Let's give it a shot.
4.5. All right.
Gotta get prepared. That reminds me.
Impressive you told him about the tower. Let's tell him all about our resources when we get back.
Say there.
All right then.
Elda, oh, you're that new recruiter bars, aren't you? Good timing. There's something I wanted to ask. You know a place where I can get some top shelf boosts? Like alcohol? I'm not one who... Never mind. Don't be such a nosy Parker. It's none of your concern. Parker, hell, this is the right mess. Got to head some spirits quick, or else Gelchum's gonna have my head.
Oi, mate.
Tick, you're kind of... Nah, can't be. Anyway, ever dive into the sea before, mate, and sway deeper than you expect, I wager. Us men of the sea measure our courage by seeing how deep we can dive. Care to test your metal?
That means
Nah. Not right
Guess not.
now. I'm busy.
What is it?
Say there.
Blast this heat.
Choose elegance, choose beauty, choose Milo. The makeover our kingdom needs. I feel like people should judge others by what's on the inside more than the outside. That's never gonna happen, is it? Yeah. If he got this popular on his looks alone, suppose that does make him a threat. A little bit worrying, isn't it?
Young man. Young man.
Got a deal on today.
Oh, you're the mag guy. Ooh, 6-1. I'm good, actually. I don't want
Young
to.
man. Young man.
Now what am I to do?
Beg pardon?
You!
You there? You heard the rumors about the Goldafell fellow. You know the obnoxious Pratt precipitating in the tournament of Luis? Apparently he is a vicious dog he brings along everywhere. I guess he's not Luis' supporter for nothing. If you can keep up a monster like that.
Hang on. That's the one from the
Talk
exhibition.
about? Hey, heard you did at the exhibition. Not bad for a filthy Elda. Keep up the next time.
That's
What the hell?
awful.
Can't say I like how he said it, but at least people are starting to cheer us on. Was the racism really needed? The rain remains as unpleasant and oppressive as ever. And yet for us pagans, it's days like this that bring us the most peace. I wonder if it's raining in our homeland too.
Aha! Now what am I to do?
You're not serious.
Looking for this place. I'm about to say, I know there had to be one here. It would have made any sense for there not to be at least one.
Welcome.
Term, you should allocate more manpower to slaying monsters anyway. Yes. Are there any targets? Nope. Alright. So, I need to be back within 2 days.
What now?
Yeah, I need to be back by... Or actually, no. 1 day is better. 1 day is better.
All right then.
Let's go.
No, not yet. Kitchen.
Right.
Kitchen.
love it.
Kitchen. It's free.
All right then.
I can't do it during the day. I can only do it at night. Got it.
Are we departing? Now then. That's where you want to go? Calling for a breather.
I think we have a
2 days for that one.
It's your...
No.
Ah, I see. We could...
2 days for that one as
It's-
well.
Ooh. Which one?
Okay.
Nice little village.
I don't
I think
want
we have a
something
favor to
they
do
said.
there.
It's your call.
Yeah, I don't want to
Great.
miss that Forgiveness Day
Let's-
sale. Actually, wait, this is dumb. This is dumb. That's not the proper play. I should have raised my social link. Oh, whatever. Too late now.
What to pick? All right then.
Oh god, I'm trying to grind the fun out of this game already. No! Without taking up much time. Let's go. Something that requires mellow milk. Benevolent bread. Connie stew. Let's try this benevolent bread.
Alright.
Kindest home village? I'll get him.
Now then.
I've heard tell that you mean to cook with dough today. In that case, you will reckless summon me. Dough is most delicate ingredient, and those who lack experience often go foul. But you're lucky today, for I was raised in the grain belt, and our dough shall rise to my standards. I followed his base lead and began kneading the flour into dough. Allow me to demonstrate the proper technique, like this. You are not gonna beat the I'm cute allegations. Why do you idle? Show me your conviction.
Don't lose focus.
There's no time to rest. Should we err in either time or heat, all our efforts thus far will be for naught. Wow, we made the flexiest I've ever
In
seen.
days gone by,
And present to you. Oh my god, he's so adorable. Taste my hometown with benevolent bread. Prepare yourself. You are not ready. Thanks for speaking and think without time passing.
All right then. Let's go.
Let me check the engine room real quick and see those instructions that were left for me. Where's that notebook at? There we go. Henry is hurried haphazard. The old man had a hunch about the tombs northwest of Brookhaven. Wasn't there a cursed cemetery there? One that says the victims of Empire were buried? If I'm around Brookhaven, I should keep an eye out for the cemetery case. Okay. Wrong button again.
All right then. Go.
So, do I have a limit? Can I only... I guess I can only probably cook once a day. Right?
Let's not.
Yeah, so once a day. That's fair.
You see?
It's true about training in combat. After great exertion, one must put on energies. It's never bad to have a quick meal in our hands after all time. Only so many dried calipers, I suppose. So regular preparing and carrying our preferred food is one solution. Yeah! So I need to raise up my eloquence and imagination. It is on me. Future of magic. He knocks, but he does know a thing or two. Maybe he will learn something. It looks like a complicated book, so let's get company in the window before we dive in. Wisdom? Nah, I'll read this later. How about pride and persuasion? Norris probably left this here, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together. Eloquence. Yep. Shall we respond? Yep.
What's that?
Apparently, this book teaches you a way to ensure others will agree with you. The next part reviews some basics. Even if you make a flawless first impression as the discussion progresses, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you the cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they'll remain unreceptive. In those situations, issue a challenge. You must shock their senses to break down their walls. Shock their senses? How would you go about doing that? I mean, stare them down.
Look at that.
Or something?
Sure,
This would come as a shock to some people, but most people would probably just assume you're glaring. The next studying our persuasion has slightly increased my eloquence.
All right.
Getting someone in agreement doesn't seem like it would be too complex, but there's actually a lot to consider. There's still left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
It's coming our way!
I'm monster with the most peculiar color-changing eyes is changing to the deck. Deal with it before it runs all the hard work I put into this runner. They'll get rid of it fast before Nurse puts our entire journey on hold to buff out any scratches or dents. We cannot allow that beast to make its way into the runner. To the deck with haste.
Hey, would you mind not just barging in on us?
Early bird gets the glory, what? Let's have a sport of inventive ingenuity.
Hey, don't let it attack our ship.
There we
Now
go,
excuse me
fire.
while I blow it the fuck up.
Heat this place up.
On me, we go together. By the hidden blade!
With their weakness.
I'll let my fists do the
Nice
talking.
moves, Heisme.
Let's work together. By this power. Strike! Still up? I shall vanquish evil. Something else. Ah! Burn to us! Wrap this up!
Woo! 1090 Hammer of
Only
Justice.
one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
together! Right there! Is there no end to
Great.
them?
Reinforcements.
Oh, hi.
4 left.
May this
Don't
prove a
let up.
lesson. Never underestimate a fool. Now accept your fate. Then again,
Lynn should solve this. Let's blow them away.
too slow.
Hell,
3 left.
Heisme.
Much obliged, Heisme. Two
That's
remaining.
one for the captain.
Superb.
Let's keep
Stepping
it
back.
going. These are just small fry. If we
Wizard.
play it cool, we'll cruise right
power.
through.
That's one. I stand to you.
You want this game?
Easy. Ooh, and a lot of mag, too.
Do not strike if you're obviously outclassed.
Agreed. I mean, I'll take
The
free mag.
village of Inundo, a small settlement located north of Brylehaven, lies ahead. The industry that once thrived here fell into decline, and now the able-bodied youth dream instead of leaving home. A small population of mostly children and elders remain, and visitors are scarce. The gauntlet runner slows to a stop.
Just a moment.
Yeah, there's probably a ghost town here. The villages around here are all like this. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try to make a living, while the remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. What a shame. It was my intention to cook something interesting if it came across any unusual ingredients here. That's alright. I think I prefer food that's not overly interesting. It's a bit small, but it looks like they set up a stall over here. Wanna talk
That
to it?
reminds me.
By the way, weren't we looking for a toothbreath of Hygienia? Let's see if the store has any.
Now then.
Endurance. A bundle of thin hair stuck onto the end of a small stick. It's probably used to brush one's teeth. The village. As you can see, our village is quite poor. Only people with strange tastes would be interested in the kind of goods we sell here. Not to worry, I doubt we'll ever come across a more enchanted crew than the likes of us. Tournaments. Our village may regain some semblance of liveliness if the candidates will defeat the monsters for us. Have monsters shown up around here lately? Well, the way I see it, this village would be finished if monsters ever did show up. Not that many people left who could put up a decent fight. Lately, I've heard it's not just the area surrounding the village that's in dire straits. Even the seas have been rough. I do hope everyone who left to find work finds their way back here.
Then,
Sounds like a lot of villagers left town to make a living. Do you ever want us to relay a message to them about coming back? No, there's no need. Besides, it's unlikely anyone would have divulged the fact they come from this village in the first place. That's kind of sad.
all right. Okay then.
Guess let's go back to base. Alright, so tomorrow we're just going to spend time doing social links, because I want to get all those sales for that big day.
Interesting.
I'd like to know more about him. Oh wait,
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
I mislike having to abide by Luis's schedule. The soiree cannot come soon enough. But I suppose one cannot win in an empty stomach. As long as we have the time to eat and prepare, we should.
Fancy a bit of info?
Oh yeah, let me learn about the fiends.
Want in on this?
Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Towers, become a complete den of monsters. Jesus, it's here? It really is in the middle of, out in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
And there's a campground.
Jesus
And
Christ.
right there's a labyrinth.
It is way away there. There's a powerful giant
Just
called the
between
Orb. Be
us.
careful where it stores up power. His attack will hurt, so keep your defenses up. But I've heard that if you remove his buff before its next attack, the rampage won't be so bad. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. You best make sure you can use some of that. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Anything I want to do at night? Yes! I remember there was something I needed to do at the bazaar at night. I guess first, though, we can turn in this quest.
Let's go!
And then we'll head to the night bazaar.
Yeah?
You're not serious.
You're back. Does it mean you brought me my toothbrush? Yep, here you go.
Proper aces.
Legendary toothbrush. Let's see if it works. Oh, I'm good as new. What, already? I know, it's a healing magic or something. They say it can kill all the mouth toxins.
Thanks, mate.
Black. You take a reward. If only it actually worked like that. When your teeth hurt, you can't enjoy food. You can't enjoy going outside. I felt like I couldn't get any joy out of life anymore. Oh, and I found this weird glowing bug. You can have it too if you want. Well, Vito, sure, might as well. Oh, thank you. I'll support you in the tournament. How could I not? You're kind enough to help some random guy raving about tooth monsters. Now I'm clear-headed. Looking back on it, I think I might have hallucinated it all. I mean, come on, tooth monsters? What were we thinking? No, tooth monsters are very real. Oh, you're a stand-up fellow, but not a great comedian. Though, it's not... I see it. It's a metaphor. Like, I got to brush my teeth every day. It'll come back, eh? Thanks for the advice. You can bet I'll be brushing my teeth on rigorous daily schedule now. Keep at it, and be careful of cavities yourself. I'm rooting for you. So many fucking teeth puns.
Beg pardon?
Hello. Need a ride?
Bar bank. Been there, been there, been there, been there. I'm good.
All right then.
There's the magic shop. Wasn't there something I needed to do at night here? If not, I'll go hang out with Alonzo.
Hi, you there?
You know about the crystals that float up in the sky? They look like flying creatures, but they're actually a type of magma. They're collected in alpine regions used for gauntlet runner parts, and I bet you're wondering why I'm suddenly dropping knowledge on you. It's because I'm bored. You ever thought about that? What it's like to be on guard all through the night? You know what? I respect your honesty, my guy.
Thank you.
Fucking bored. Of course I'm gonna tell you about random,
Hey, Mr.
potpourri I know.
Oh, it's
You brought the
you.
money for me like a good boy, haven't you? Look, I won my last bet. Isn't it enough? Indeed. Well, then lucky you. Tonight may just be special. Fam, you're getting fleeced. Fam, you're being fleeced.
Say there.
Blast this heat. You're not serious.
You should expose them. The crimes of the Sanctoris. I got my eye on
Proper
you.
aces.
Isn't this grand? Isn't this grand?
What's up?
The elder everyone's been concerned about, aren't you? Enjoy the performance you gave at the Grand History of the Brave. It's quite the gamble to offer a Sanctoris at your head to guts. Probably no small amount of skill. Seems to me you got a gift from making your own luck and swinging the odds in your favor. Take it from gambler. Maybe you like to press the luck of yours. I've been running a special bet. Care to take a pint?
Hang on.
Seriously, lose money here. You know how far it'll set us back. So you're free. Have I? Can't have that. How about you decide after I explain thoroughly? All right. It's a bet on the rank of a certain young elder candidate. That would be you, mind you. Your wages, you know what? How about you pick it yourself? If you're successful, I'll pay you back double. You're betting on yourself to see how well you think you can do the tournament. Interesting it is, isn't it? Are you serious? What's the catch? I'll give it a shot. That's what. Besides, if your goal is to be the king, you gotta take some risks. Let's gamble. What rank do you think you'll reach by? Ooh. I'm gonna say 10 to 6. 15K. Let's go. The results in 18 days, and don't forget, you got to come back here to collect your money. Yeah, I thought I heard a beetle.
Young man! Young man!
Interesting.
Wait, why are you here?
Greetings.
Well, Matt, what are you up to? I'd like to hear about your journey so far if you don't mind telling it. You have the sort of information I'd like to. Sure, I can do that. Read out my journey so far with Alonso. Ah, how very intriguing. Very keen to know more of this experience. If you'd like to indulge me, give me some free time, right?
Yes.
Oh, you're marvelous. Thank you. All right, follow me. I know a great spot. Is it the night place? Yep. Asked me to tell him about some of the things that have happened on my journey.
I see.
I see. Very intriguing. So an external force protects the candidates. For outsiders like myself, it's really rather difficult to get a hold of the accurate information pertaining to the royal magic that turned the throne. Emmerich is quite the weapon, you know. All the more reason meeting you has been such a boon.
Understand?
In fact, if you really wanted to take down the other candidates, the most effective method would be investigating their families and homes for info you can use. Quite effective against blackguards who hide their misdeeds naturally, but outstandingly so against good upstanding folks. I can do that.
What's that about it?
But of course.
I know it's not your nature, but still, every weapon has to be pointy-ended. The villain will always strike where it hurts most, like snakes, and those I associate with are usually the most venomous kinds. Speak of the devil, here comes one such associate now.
Oi!
How's that client situation looking? We're 20 at present. No delay securing their contracts. Arrangements have been made should any default on payments. So you're not all talk. You know, my lord may have taken the shine to you. Let me make something clear. One false move, I promise I'll flay you alive myself. Understand? Cuculius?
Ridiculous.
He's an underling of a landowner we're working with. He's exceedingly cautious as you might expect, and for some reason he still doesn't trust me. Can't blame him really. Said landlord is my true target. He's a foul one. He's been trying to take advantage of the struggle for the throne to net a huge fortune. Ambitious swords all over the country, even determined to rise up in the world. This landlord is their lender, tending tidy profits. I am his middleman. Of course, the landowner only lends because he knows he'll collect. So when he realizes he can't, why, that's an awful lot of money to disappear into the void. That's your aim then.
What?
Now then.
I'll spare the details, but a man's money will end up in my coffers eventually. Curious thing, people are never more vulnerable to tricks than when they think they're playing one themselves. That's all said and done, it'll be his loss and my gain, and I'll do mean gain. That's about a small village, really. Interesting plan there. Well, maybe there's a future for you in this line of work yet.
Oi.
Oi, Alonso.
Yes.
Don't worry, he has my confidence.
Listen.
That flunk you talked to earlier, he's snooping around the village.
What?
What?
Hey!
I gave him the slip before he saw me. But hey, you're the person who took my knife! This is a bad, Alonso. If they find out how you're connected to the village, then...
No.
My hometown or not, there's no way they'll catch on to what I'm up to now. We'll turn up nothing, and that'll be the end of it. We need to relax.
Yeah.
All the same, you should pack your things in case things go south. I'll bring you the money to stash soon. I'm lucky because I hadn't expected him to move so quickly, even when as far as digging up my roots. Everything all right?
You...
If push comes to shove, I may end up needing your help. Your muscle, that is.
I'm
trying to buy my hometown with the money I'm blinking. Oh, you're Nami. You're Nami. He's the one who's bleeding my village dry to begin with. I gotta make this piece of my deception succeed at all costs. So you're just Nami. You are literally just Nami from One Piece. Understandable. Rules have been established.
Hey.
When are you free? How about you come check on the village with me? I got a strange nagging feeling about it. Sure.
Leave it to me.
Thank you, truly.
Of course, thank you. I owe you one.
Mother, please, be safe.
My hometown's a small village and nearby, in fact. If it were to me, we'd head there straight away. Alas, I know there's a schedule for you. Even so, I implore you, please, do not delay for long. I'll be waiting. Hello, Nami from One
Time
Piece.
marches on, and the
How
age
is
of
your
the
Nami
new king
and Nami?
draws nearer.
Do you have like a fruit tree somewhere that we need to talk about? Maybe? bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum.
Somehow.
Word is a great number of city soldiers have been injured, so it seemed they've run in with a human. The group that was attacked was comprised mainly of new recruits out of a training exercise. Many injuries were quite grave, I'm afraid. How horrible. Is there nothing we can do to
That
help?
reminds me.
We're taking on a related quest, haven't we? Let's gather some medical ingredients so that they can treat the injured. And tomorrow's Forgiveness Day, correct?
That means...
I'm quite the predicament.
Oi there! What now?
Yeah, tomorrow's the day. I can raise Marie up again. But honestly, I want to raise Heisme up just so that I can get Ninja. Or was it Assassin first? He cannot sit on a place to bury his son's remains. He asks Will for help. So many options. So many options.
All right, then.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to do this request, by the way. 17 days for that one. And I don't have a timeline for the other one. Yeah, no deadline for that one. Okay. Yeah, let's go with Heisme. What did lend me his strength?
Ah, it's you.
Hello there. By the time we spent in battle, it's good to rest our wings every once in a while, eh? I don't suppose I could ask you for help for something. I know it's imposing, but you remember we spoke about finding a spot to lay my son? Yeah.
My thanks.
Here you go, then. In that case, I hate to ask, but will you teleport towards my team?
Huh.
Into your new graves. Possible victims of those dark doings of the castle. Perhaps my boy would find solace here among many his own age. It would seem they don't cremate their dead here. Don't want my son feeling out of place, but being the only child here is, in a singed pieces, hard enough for a boy who's age to fit in. Should we look elsewhere?
That means...
My thanks.
My thanks. I think we'll do well to check other options.
My apologies.
How about somewhere deeper in the forest? I don't mind indulging you just a bit further. Not at all, my man. Team, a peaceful place at first glance, but not really so, it would seem.
No.
Pattering footsteps from beasts among the trees. Smell of animal waste. I can feel them eyeing us from the shadows. It's too dangerous. Might be too dangerous.
True.
Can't stand the thought of hungry beasts spreading his grave.
We shouldn't.
I think it's still too early to make a decision. I'd like to look at other cases if you don't mind. No problem.
Got it.
My thanks.
Appreciate your understanding. You're certainly more patient than I was at your age.
The truth is...
All you G travel far and wide to find the perfect resting place. Some build an altar at home, some scatter the bones in the sea, some bury them beneath a great tree. That said, most simply bury the bones in the village communal cemetery. After all the contemplation, they come back to where they started. Those people used to irritate me to no end when I was younger. I loathed their indecision and looked down on them for it.
But
as I got in your years, I came to understand some things. It's not as easy to overcome the death of someone close. That's why, when you lose someone, you need time for that. Very hesitation, I certainly found I do. Haste will not ease my woes.
Even so...
That being said, this is your concern. You've already done more than enough for me. We can take our time.
It'll be fine.
Listen.
Are you certain? You truly are an oddball.
Then
might we take the gauntlet runner again? This time, I'd like to see somewhere full of open space. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Doesn't matter.
What happened?
No.
It looks like a place my son loved.
My son...
I think it would have around the time he started walking. Even when he stumbled and fell, he always leapt right back up, all smiles. He would chase bugs through the grass, fall taller than him, laughing when he fell, bringing me flowers and pebbles clutched tightly in his little fist. Even now, 'tis as he might burst out of the grass at any moment, beaming and covering in burrs, but I know it's just an empty fancy. You okay, man?
Everything okay?
Yes.
Yes.
My apologies.
Apologies. I didn't mean for you to see me like that, but yes, this could be a fine place for him to stay. The silence is peaceful, the wind is gentle, it feels a place wholly apart from the nightmare of our world. I'm sure my son would love it too. He always loved to run, with the wind in his face, and yet... Is something bothering you?
The truth is...
I have one thing holding me back. There's a sweet smell in the wind. It reminds me of a faraway hill. The hill where my hometown lies. Just
What?
No.
It occurs to me, yes. I have not visited once since I left. I sincerely doubt they'd welcome me back.
Oh.
The wind blows in my house. In my home, sweeter than I've ever known. Why don't we
Let's go.
But...
No, you're right. I cannot let my floundering deprive me of my boy of his proper place.
I'm in your debt.
Walking this ground with you, I find myself determined to return home again. It feels like something I could never have realized alone. I'm grateful our paths crossed. I'll take that next class, thank you. The aloof hermit hides may keeper and heriter of the thief virtues. Through thy share bond, a new heroic embodying slippers within thee has become to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
I must come to a decision.
Now I can study the assassin. Thank you for putting up with my indecisiveness. At least, let's head to my village another day. Call upon me when you can.
Homeward, then.
For today, let's rejoin our comrades. Man, it's for your kid. Take all the time you need, my man. Alright, before we do that, though, we need to go cook. Why do I keep doing that?
All right, then.
Let's go.
All right, then.
Let's go.
Why can't I cook? I can only cook when I'm traveling. Oh! Wait, no.
Really?
Yeah, I can only cook when I'm traveling. Okay. That puts my mind at ease then. Yes, let's go talk.
All right, then.
Ah, just you.
So it's you. You seem unscathed. You come to work? Of course.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss, walking around the capital so it's quiets down and get the energy out of its system. You can't be seen coming in and out here. If you have no questions, then get to it. Took the dog without anyone seeing and walked her around the capital. Seems to have taken a liking to you.
But...
I can hear it from downstairs. Don't get too excited. This is on you too, dog. Simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. She's smart.
Listen.
Ah.
It's trusting you unconditionally, sight unseen, and you think that makes it smart? Sure, whatever you say.
Hopeless.
Never liked this thing, ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It was on the side of the road, buried from the neck down, head bleeding too. Probably hit by a rock.
It's over.
It would have just given up and died. But it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. You hated it? Strong word. Why?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memory is of fighting a dog over scrap of meat covered in dirt and getting bitten for my trouble. Whenever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell.
Really?
I never would have guessed to see who you are now.
Uh,
What am I doing? Talking to a child about this.
just a fantasy.
Just like that dog. I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind. Actually, no, I want to hear
No.
more.
Why?
What will you do once you know? Are you really prepared for that information? No matter. While we're on the subject, one word of advice.
Listen,
This war is a bottomless hell. A bog of mindless, endless muck. If you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head.
don't
soon
ever
enough.
forget that.
To survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I say that well within your power.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware that there's a man in town asking for exchange of maga obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put into war with them, and they'll be more flexible with you. Not just here in Grand Trap, but across the kingdom. Bet.
no pain can stop me now.
Merchant can now have 2 skills.
Even then,
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some of your secrets or yours after all. So what does the throne mean to you, really?
you there.
What is your true motives? Unironically, tell people
Honestly,
like you. I want to see people like you.
I
over there.
hated it.
And if anyone else telling me that, I killed them where they stood. For now, I'll restrain myself. Can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
I really just want to help people, unironically. There's nothing else to it. Alright.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It is Forgiveness Day, which means we got sales. It is time to shop.
Hey, listen!
There's a big sale throughout the city. Make sure you don't miss it. Once I was Mister, I miss him. You gotta have. Sorry, child. You gotta wait. Keep. I'm not doing that on purpose. I
All right,
promise
then.
you.
Let's head there right away.
All right. So I feel like that's a pretty good place to stop. When we return, we're gonna shop till we drop, sell some mag probably, and then we're gonna go start doing those other quest lines. But for right now, I want everyone out there to have a good morning, evening, day, or night, rev your rap. For right now, I am out. Later.